Katie. Happy Thursday, everyone. October 30th. Almost. Hello, Jess. Hello. I got my sweater on because it was warm all day and then I got chilled. But that's okay. You can still see my purple. Hello. Glad to see you, Jess. How are you, Katie? Excuse the echo. My media room is emptied out except for this little section, my computer here, and my color. So welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. How are ya? How are ya? How's everybody doing? I swear, maybe when more people pop in. I haven't slept well for a couple of weeks now. Hello, Amy. Now it's almost like a full moon energy. Bzz, bzz. And my astrology friend informed me of, that there's a human resonance energy that's increased. There's something about that Atlas thing. Thanks for sharing, Jess. That Atlas thing. I don't know why things are taking so long when I send it over to my messenger, Jess. It should have gotten to everybody, but thank you. So welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. Hello, Ashley. I'm hoping I can sleep well tonight. I'm going to take a hot shower and see if sometimes that helps. And some people, I don't know, not that it matters. Some people like morning showers. Some people like evening. I like evening showers. Yeah, Messenger has been really messed up. Hello, Chris MH. Oh, guys, excuse this old lady back. I'm bent over doing a lot of cleaning and scrubbing and Welcome in, everybody. It is October 30th. Tomorrow will be Halloween. I will be on TikTok tomorrow night. That's what I'm usually there on a Friday anyway. And then I have my, I know, I better be careful. I know. My mover, I sent my mover a video. I said, look at all these boxes that I've hauled into like the living room and kitchen area for you. And he goes, why are you doing that? You hired me as a professional. Well, it makes it easier on me because I can vacuum in each room as I go. You had 2 appointments today, huh? Of course you went to Dutch Brothers. Of course. I do have a new video that I uploaded on all my social media talking about the SNAP program and food banks and how, it's awesome if you donate money because they can spread that money out and buy in bulk. So go watch my new video here on TikTok. Hello, Nicole. How are you? Hello, Tracy. Hello, Chris. I need to send a memo to all members. Because of the move, I'll make it up to you guys, members, but because I'm moving, I just did not schedule a members only live. Let me get moved and then I'll make it up to you guys. We are one of the families affected and it's terrible. Big hugs to you, Ash. Big hugs. And then you went Christmas shopping, of course. Hello, Emma. Welcome in. Hello, Tam. Welcome in. I never really thought much about people who donate food. I just want to, hello, Dina. That, there are so many boxes of macaroni and cheese that are delivered, But there are things that require milk to be made or other ingredients, and people they think they're helping. But that's why when I was listening to a lady from the food bank taking the money in, if you give them $1, they can spread that to $3 because they buy in bulk and they know what things to give out to people. I thought that was really interesting. So still, if you want to donate food, that's perfect. Powdered milk is really important. Okay. Right. Exactly, Ash. If you have nothing to mix the macaroni and cheese, then it doesn't work. Thank you. You don't stop and think about that. And another thing that she said, I'm just going to say this. Welcome in, everybody. I'm a professional psychic medium. I just wanted to talk about this really quick. They're disappointed at how many people donate expired food. Expired food. That's okay, Tracy. Thank you for stopping in. I love you no matter what. And if you're not going to eat expired food, what makes you think they're going to hand out expired food to people? No, that's true. You're right. It's not that people aren't grateful. It's just sometimes people can't realize true hunger and having nothing. Yeah, there was a lady that made a comment on my TikTok saying, no, just donate to families that need it direct because food banks never help us. I see long lines at food banks. They certainly do help. It is an important topic. It is. And, who would have thought, to go and donate a bunch of powdered milk because they could mix that with water and they've got the milk. So, we're learning all the time. Hi, Vicki. Welcome in, Amy. Welcome in, everybody. So if you have a local, I'm sure you do have a local food bank. You can go to their websites. Go to your local food bank, and there's a website, and you can donate right on the website. They do absolutely help. Chris, my women's group bring food to the senior center every month. We also help out the local hospice center to help the family members there. Thank you for that, Chris. It's like someone made a comment. I have fed my kids multiple times from food banks. They definitely, yes, they do help. We don't want anyone to go hungry, Emma. That's why I want to use my platform to try to educate people on it. Fresh produce is like gold to food banks. Yes. Hello, Dreams. So, yes, I have a large platform, not so large here on YouTube. I'm working on gaining, I'd like to have 10,000. I clicked over, we've got 7,800 subscribers. So I'm excited about that. And I have a very large following on TikTok. And so I want to do my part as a creator to educate people. So I did that video talking about the money versus the food. And then on my story, I have there's a list that the food banks talk about what it is that people can bring in. So I put that on my TikTok stories. So yes, I do believe, yes, I love what I do. I love doing mediumship sessions. I love helping people, but I also want to use my platform to reach out to people. Tam, we have Ruby's Pantry, and with limited funds for $25, get a lot of food. I don't think that we're going to, as a community here in the United States, we're not going to let our people go hungry. We're going to donate. We're going to, if necessary, we're going to take food. Food is always still acceptable. Just stop and think about, is what you're donating going to have to be mixed with something that they may not have to mix it with? Just who would have thought how many times they get box macaroni and cheese. Okay. Well, you have to mix milk with that. I agree, Ash. During these times, we really do see the true angels. And I think I agree with you. The majority of humanity is truly good. So I'm glad that I can use my platform to educate people. Who would have thought? I'm getting educated from the food banks. I had no clue. But think about this. It makes a whole lot of sense for people to donate money when the food banks can go and buy in bulk. It's true. Our dollar, give it to them and they'll turn it into 3. It makes a whole lot of sense. Yes, regardless of politics, no one wants to see their neighbor go hungry. That is correct. If my mind got opened by the food bank, I'm going to try to open other minds. So, go to my new video, share it out. It's something that I sat there scratching my head going, why didn't we see this all along? Did you hear about that coffee shop in Portland that started taking donations to help feed the families there? Last time I checked, they had collected $84,000. There's some local places here. There are restaurants opening their doors to feed people for free. All they got to do is bring their EBT card in and they get to eat for free. See, we have a community that can rally and come together. I'm proud of that. I'm proud of that. And 84,000. Don't get me started. I'm not going to talk politics. No, I don't want to change a positive, upbeat tone to something negative. So I'm not going to bring in politics. But just think about that list of things. I think it's on all the food banks. Anyway, welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. Just something that's been heavy on my heart. Trying to share on all my social media platforms. Some people were like, I appreciate the fact that you told me about the money. I would rather go and give money. Why go to the grocery store and buy things? You can still do that. I'm not saying don't. Just remember things that you're bringing. I mean, bread is always awesome. Yes, canned vegetables are always awesome. And you know what else that somebody mentioned? If you're going to bring canned goods, make sure you bring a can opener. Do you know there are some people who don't even have a can opener? Who would have thought, right? I never would have thought about it. Not everyone has a can opener. Maybe people should be donating, little can openers. Anyway, incredible things you learn during these tough times of struggle, okay? I think I'm missing messages. There I go, I'm missing messages. Yep, that's right, Kathy. Lots of local restaurants. Now I can get caught up. Or cans that have a pop top. That is correct. Glad I'm missing some of this. So anyway, welcome. I hope to God that the government gets I know I wasn't going to talk politics, get their head out of there, you know what, and open things up. The money is there. The money is there for SNAP. Okay. Welcome in, everybody. If you are new and your first time, welcome in. I am a professional psychic medium. I do bring forward validating evidence from your loved ones who have crossed over to the other side. I don't ever charge when I go on lives. I made a promise to God that I would give back in service. Welcome, Emma. I want to make sure that all of you understand, if you are in here, you are 18 or over. We do not have minors. I don't ever do readings for minors, not on social media. If they're with their family and the family does it as a group, that's different. Hello, Tammy. Hello, Raven. So yes, thank you, Tracy. If you guys are looking for a private session, email me, pam@pamsears.com. You can go to my website, pamsears.com. At the top of my website is all my social media. Follow me everywhere. My link tree is also here on YouTube in my About Me. There is a very important link called Code Purple. If you are looking for mental health assistance, you need some form of help, go to my Code Purple link. There are 195 countries. Go find your country. There's resources and contact information. You are not alone. Please don't suffer in silence. You can also call or text 988. And people are there for you. Please, you are not alone. Me and my soul family mods, we are huge mental health advocates. Okay. Let me make a couple of announcements. I want to thank you all. You guys have been ordering my books, so I really want to thank you for this. Let me talk about my books really quick. My very first children's book, No No Nap. Okay. No No Nap, I wrote it for my very own grandson, Xander. He's in timeout because he threw a temper tantrum. He didn't want to take a nap. But something magical happens while he's in timeout. Look, his spirit guides show up. They help him understand why, happy Halloween, why naps are important, and how to say sorry to mom and dad. In the back of the book, there's a section for parents, giving some tips and having them stay open to the fact that our little ones see, hear, and know spirit. Okay. And I have a second book, second children's book for my grandson Leo, but we have to wait for the illustrator. All right. Whispers of the White Dove. Whispers of the White Dove. This is my first one. It's inspirational poetry. Thank you, guys. And for those of you who already have my books, for any of the books that you've ordered, please go leave a review on Amazon. Very important. Thank you. So this is my inspirational poetry, Whispers of the White Dove. Heart of the White Dove is my second book. There are some spiritual short stories. I was a hospice worker for 9 years, so there are some hospice stories. There's The Cancer Journey, because I don't claim it, and a few poems. So they are all on Amazon. I'm proud. I'm proud to be an author, and I'm proud to be able to leave behind a legacy for my two grandsons. So Leo's book is done for my part, but my illustrator's tied up till maybe January or February. So that book should be published the first quarter of 2026. Oh, Ash, your daughter had a recent visitation that scared her deeply, so I used Mama Pam's techniques to reassure her. Oh, big hugs. You know what? If you can carry on and help somebody else based on things that I've helped and shown, that just makes my heart full. You've got no nap, but you don't have the other two. Not everybody is into poetry. My first book, not everyone is into poetry. All right, so let's see. Let's see. I'm going to clear the energy in just a moment. I'm going to pull a couple of collective cards. Will we do mediumship tonight? I don't know. We'll see what spirit has in mind. I had a very busy, let's just say, It's almost Mercury retrograde. I have a Zoom. This Saturday Zoom is all filled up. I haven't scheduled another one yet until my move. Just because I want to make sure that the new Wi-Fi is going to be working right. There's no problems. I'm hoping to schedule another one in November. I'm moving on the 7th. So once I get situated, yeah, just to be on the safe side. Not that I can't use my phone, but I like my computer so I can see everybody. Anyway, what was I just saying? My whole brain kind of went bzzzt. Oh, I had an extremely important client. Well, they're all important. This, I can't go into details into this particular one. It was a big deal, okay? For many reasons, and maybe someday I'll be able to share what that's about. And my computer died right in the middle of a reading. My computer died. And I'm like, that's not supposed to happen. And I panicked and I looked and it said, you have no battery. Your battery's low. And I went, I got it plugged in. To make a long story short, what had happened is when I was packing and moving things, I accidentally turned off, I have the strip thing with everything plugged in. It was turned off. So of course my battery got drained. And I quickly did what I could do and plug it in and it says, okay, you've got 10% battery. So I went back to the Zoom, panicked, and that person was patiently waiting for me. And I said, I am so sorry. My computer died. And she goes, no hurry. No hurry. Rick, I'm fully aware that not only does Jesus love me, but I love Jesus. And I don't need anyone to tell me to forget. But thank you. Anyway, we finished it with, I'm hoping, flying colors. I don't know. I do need a new computer, but I'm not going to be doing anything until I get moved and make sure the Wi-Fi is going to be working correctly. Anyway, she was just as calm as could be. Just calm as could be. Oh, and what was the other one? There's also a link called gethelp.org. You just enter your zip code and it'll pull up all the different places. Awesome. Thank you, Kathy. Gethelp.org. Anyway, it's charging. Let's get Rick out of here. Thank you. He talks about Jesus and then he says a horrible thing like that. No, he's not a real Christian. Sorry, I gotta say it. Jesus loves you. And then, well, at your age, you must be forgetful. It's a little snot-nosed little kid, but he's gone. I know. I don't see Jesus in his heart. Anyway, welcome in, all you beautiful people. Hello, Florinda. How are you? So I think we got another one that's too young. You must be 18 or over to be in here. Especially if they call, I am a granny. I'm proud of being a granny. But most of my followers are not going to call me granny. That's right. Show respect and get respect. Poor you mods are busy. Now I don't know if Tracy and Kathy and I think Ash, I think you guys know how to hide somebody. I'm awesome, Florinda. I'm awesome. I think it's time to clear the energy. Let's do that. Anyway, Jess and Margie are like boom, boom, boom. They are on top of things. So y'all don't worry about how fast or slow you might be. Yes, Jess is very quick. All right, let's clear the energy. Also, if anybody is in need of healing energy, all you have to do is claim it, because I always call upon the universal healing energy to flood the live. Claim it, I claim it. Okay? My goodness, let me get a swig. All right. You may feel this somewhere in the body. You may not. Some do, some don't. I think it's a perfect time to clear the energy. You know, the young ones will probably be in bed shortly, or they should be. If you don't feel it, it's okay. Don't worry about it. I want to know where everyone is from. For one more week, I am in northern Arizona for one more week. After that, I'll be back down into the Phoenix area. That's all I'm going to say. All right, here we go. Thank you. Yes, our sweet Margie is under the weather. Let's include that healing energy. Let's all put prayer hands for Margie, please. They've been busy playing baseball right across the street at the park every night. Thank you all. Thank you all. Hello, Letty. Welcome in. Let's pull a couple of collective cards. Okay. Y'all, it just feels so weird because my whole media room is packed except for my one little section here. I had to have my color lights. I had to have my bowl, had to have my one little table. My computer's right here. This lady has been busy. Big hugs to you, Tara. Soak in that healing energy. You know what? Even go ahead and grieve that, but I think you're going to find universe isn't going to give it. Oh, that just reminds me. I think I just uploaded this. Did I put it on my YouTube? If I didn't, I will. It's a video that I just did out in nature. You want a new hello, but in order to get that hello, you have to have a goodbye. I'm going to check to see if anyone can check to see if I have that video already on YouTube. It's on TikTok, but if it's not on here now, so here we go. All right, we're going to pull two cards. I have no idea what you're asking. I have no idea what you're asking. Thank you. All right, second card, Oracle of the Fairies. I know I uploaded the video about, giving money versus food. I probably should put that goodbye one on. So when I'm done here, I'll upload that if I haven't already. All right. Welcome in, everybody. It's not letting you get a thumbs up. Well, Tara, I got fired from a job that I was with 25 years. And you know what? A few people said congratulations. And I went, how could you say such a thing? Because I had a new journey waiting for me. Okay. All right. So here's the first card. Passage. Standing stones. Passage. Standing Stones Passage. Certain cultures at certain ages, they do rituals and such for them earning the rite of passage. So, and the red is a powerhouse color, all right? So we're being initiated into something. Collectively, we are being initiated and getting the rites of passage. And shine from within. Oh, I don't think I've even pulled this one. Looks are only skin deep. True beauty shines from within, and it's time for you to shine. This is a time for self-acceptance and for revealing your true beauty. Shine from within. The outer real beauty, internalized, lasts forever. Outer beauty fades. I love that. That's pretty cool. So how many new people do we have in here tonight? And also members that are here, for those of you who are wondering why certain people have stars next to their names, they're monthly members. They get extra perks. They get extra card pulls. And members, I'm going to try to send a message. Because I'm moving, it's really tough to schedule a members only. I will make it up to you when I get moved. I will make it up to you, okay? Or maybe that's what she meant, Jess. Hello, Vicki, welcome in. So so that we can keep track of how many members are here. All members in here, give a wave, please. In a little bit, I'm going to pull cards by age groups so that everyone can get a card, and then members will get an extra card pull because that's one of the perks. So if you are interested in becoming a monthly member, well, thank you. As far as you're concerned, I take care of me. No, and that's what I'm doing. But I also have an obligation to my members. So I think once I get situated and moved, we're going to do something for members. So stay tuned. And when I get moved, I do not know. I will not be on, I don't know when I'm going to pack up all of the rest of the internet stuff. I will be here, what is today, Thursday? I will be here on Monday. YouTube on Monday at 6 o'clock, okay? After that, probably going to have to shut things down, and so I can get things packed up. So welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. As you come in and you're a member, let us know. Let me see if we're going to do a mediumship session. Okay, all right. I think I have a spirit here. That's okay, Ash. All right, I do have a spirit that's popped in. Sometimes I go direct, meaning I want you to put in the chat who you want to speak with. And sometimes I go indirect, meaning a spirit showing up said, I'm here, let's go. Tracy, love you, thank you, enjoy your company, okay? I have a male. Now this male appears to be possibly in his 40s, maybe. maybe 50s, 40s, 50s. This male had a sudden passing. And guys, just hold up. If you can take 100% of this, then let me know it's 100%. If you can take everything but one item, that would be 98%. Anything other than that, it's just a postcard. So this is I would say possibly middle-aged male. He passed suddenly. He's talking about the sister. He has given me 3 names here: Dave, Paul, and Jim. Dave, Paul, and Jim. Also, the number 11 is significant. The number 7 is significant. Now, 11 could be November, 7 could be July. Also, the number 2. 2 could be February. And he's talking about the big ring, a big, big ring. You know, like when sometimes those sports teams get big honking rings. So this is what I have so far. Now, I have to go check the chat filter because I'm probably, nope. So that's what we have right now. You know, I think he's around 40, but I'm not positive. So you would have to take at least 98%. So he had a sudden passing. Thank you, Jess. The sister, Dave, Paul, and Jim. Yeah, if you're not taking at least 98, please don't even comment. All right. But that's who has shown up. And if no one can take it here, we'll just move on, and somebody may be able to claim the spirit when they watch the replay. There's a lot of replays when I am done going live. I feel like he's trying to reach his sister. I don't know. It's just, there's something about the sister. So I think he's trying. No, if it was for Tracy, she would have been in here. You can claim all but Jim, Dave. Well, then you're getting postcards, Ash. Yeah, if it was meant for Tracy, she would have stayed in here. Spirit would have made sure. He was very adamant. Dave, Paul, Jim. Now, this could have been a group of friends. I don't know if he's saying, wow, you too, Diva. You're taking all but the 2 names. Interesting. Am I pixelated? Gosh darn it. Maybe it'll settle down. You two are twinning today, Jess and Ash. I hate it when it pixelates. Let me know when I'm better. Am I pixelated for everybody or just Jess? Postcard. Postcards are lovely. Yeah, we're going to be in Mercury retrograde the day I move. But, you know, I've already planned everything. Everything's planned ahead, so I'm not too worried about it. You giggle because it reminds me of old school computers. Yeah. So, guys, I don't want to like stop and start. You think my move will go smoothly? Thank you. I'll take it. So somebody just popped back in. So I'm going to give the information one more time. And I don't know what, do I have no, I have my Wi-Fi on. It's getting better. So we have a middle-aged male, sudden passing, 40, maybe 50. He gave me the name Dave, Paul, Jim. He gave me the number 11, which could be November. He gave me the number 7, which could be July. He gave me the number 2, and he keeps harping on the sister, the sister. It's clear now. Thank you. The sister, the sister. And then he showed me a big honking ring, like a big sports ring. So I'm going to see if maybe somebody that popped in right now, it belongs to them. Otherwise, I will just assume that on the replay, somebody may claim the spirit. It does happen. That one time I thought nobody was going to claim it, and Ash came right in at the end and claimed the spirit. We have, they're doing prescribed burns up here, and it's making my eyes water and my eye, oh, it's crazy. I had to keep my doors shut today. Everything but the names, then it's not everything. Looks like it's a postcard kind of night for everybody. And sometimes people, there are times that people will think, I think that's for me, but I don't want to speak up. But I don't always get names. He was very specific. Dave, Paul, Jim, pixelated again. Oh, yeah. Emma, let me just talk about this really quick. I know it's a full moon on November 5th. I have not slept well for 3 weeks, and my astrologer is talking about the Schumann resonance has been skyrocketed in regards to that energy, and there is something having to do with that Atlas thing. They're calling it Atlas. Some people say it's a rock, it's a meteor. Some people are beginning to think that it might be something having to do that it's controlled by otherworldly forces, and that is also causing some kind of energy. In fact, I can fall asleep. The names, would that be the name of the person passed? Not necessarily. It's either their name or they're talking about somebody that is living on Earth, or that is people that have passed on the other side, not necessarily the mail that's coming through. They could be on Earth, but somehow connected to you or connected to this mail. You guys, I can take all but the ring and Jim. Well, it's a postcard kind of night, and that's okay. Yeah, so there, I'll fall asleep, and that the energy is like a full moon energy, and I'm like, I can't believe this. Bzz, bzz, bzz. So it's, hang in there. It's affecting certain people too much. You can take all but Jim too, Emma. So Emma, you can take everything but one name, Jim, right? What do you mean? What about the sister? I feel that he's trying to reach a sister. That's what I feel like. He's trying to reach a sister. Everybody, for the moment, I want to talk to Emma. Now, Emma, if you can't take Jim, is there another J name? I'm going to be with, and Emma, just give me consent and validate that you are 18 or over, okay? Let's see what we can do here. If you've taken, that's 98%. Now, there could be another J name that you connect with, or Jim could be Tim. See what I'm saying? I don't always hear as well as I would like. Jim could be Tim. Everybody just hold your comments for the moment, okay? Who is this male to you, Emma? And the answers get delayed, so everybody just bear with us, okay? When I'm done here, I'm going to pull cards by age groups and pull cards for members. Um, can't believe I did that accidentally. I'm missing some of the comments, and that's a YouTube thing. Okay, well, if we can switch up names like that, I'm at 98%. I'm going to be with Emma right now. All right, let's talk dreams. Just hang tight. Emma, are you still there with us? I'm waiting for Emma to say consent and that she's 18 or over. I can't tell by your picture. It hid her consent comment. How weird. That is so bizarre. What is going on with YouTube tonight? And I'm not crazy. All right, we got consent. All right, so is there, all right, let me go back to this. It's another wild night on the YouTube. Who is this male to you, Emma, please? Thanks, Jess. I thought my YouTube was updated, my app, but we'll see. Grandpa passed young. Okay, so he would have passed maybe 40s or 50s? Because that's kind of the age that's been given to me. Okay. It's almost like he's trying to reach the sister. So grandpa, this would probably be a great aunt to you. Is there a sister connected here to grandpa? Because he's talking about the sister. I think that would be a great aunt to you. My aunt who's living is in trouble would be his daughter, my aunt who's living is in trouble would be his daughter, my dad's sister. Okay. That would okay, I would take that because he's really trying to, reach that sister. And it's like thank you, trying to let her know that he's with her and she's not alone. So it's interesting that he's saying sister versus daughter, but that's okay. It's your dad's sister. So I'm sure that dad is still here. So anyway, she feels very alone. Would you, this is always going to be on my YouTube. He's like, but that sister is not alone. He's very much with her right now. How can you take the big ring, please? He's showing the big honking ring right now. I'm also getting either Carol or Cheryl. Carol or Cheryl. Oh, a stolen family heirloom recently taken. All right, there's the big. So this is validation, okay? Carol is your grandma that passed. Okay, thank you. So, but the fact that he's talking about the big ring and you're saying that it was recently taken, that is what we call a current thing. Grandpa is very much around. He's watching. He's watching that. Do you understand? I love it when they can come in and pop in, even though it's not a fun thing. He's popping in to validate. I know about it. That proves that they are around us. Okay, perfect. You know, it's funny. He's showing me those tall Slim Jim things, you know, like the beef jerky type things. Who's the Slim Jim eater or the jerky? Here's also a message. It will get sorted. It will get sorted. Okay. So who's the Slim Jim or the one that eats jerky? My brother and whole family. Okay. Grandpa's validating that. Okay. Brother. Okay. Here's another message. I don't know who it belongs to, either you or a family member connected to you. Don't make a mountain out of a molehill. I don't think that has to do with the ring per se. It could, but he's talking about somebody's trying to make a mountain out of a molehill. And he's like, it's just not worth it. It's just, thank you. It's just not worth it. That might be for you. Okay. If the shoe fits, okay. What is, ooh. Now remember when I said 11, 7, and 2? I'm now hearing February. What is the February connection, Emma? What is the February grandparents' anniversary? Okay. Let me see if Grandpa has anything else. Just little quick demonstrations. They aren't full-blown sessions. I think he wanted to pop in to just let you know that your dad's sister, your aunt, she needs to know that she's not by herself. He's with her. He's very strong with her. And for some reason, I'm just going to say this, I don't know, he's showing me a shiny new penny. A shiny new penny. Could be somebody's name penny, or that could be something special for the sister. Okay, shiny new penny. There may be something that pops up for her out of the ordinary. That's okay. Write that down. So Emma, I want to thank your grandpa for coming in. He needed to pop in and give that quick message. I want to thank your guides and angels. I want to thank my guides and angels. I want to thank you for coming in. We're going to open up comments. That this reading is completed. Let's all give some love to Emma. And many of you may have gotten your own postcards. Maybe your own loved ones popped into that energy. You never had a chance to meet him. He passed before I was born. He is still very much, you know, they're like, why would so-and-so show up? I never met them. Still family. And he popped in and did I must be behind. Did your live end? No. Nope. I'm just looking to see if there's any. Have I missed any comments? I don't think so. You're welcome, Emma. Everybody that's here, we're going to pull 4 cards by age groups. Ancestors are still soul family. They probably know us well. Jess, are you still here with us? Yes, she's still here. All right, 4 cards. Here we go. If this is not your age group, you connect to the card, take it. It kicked you out and said the live ended. Wow, YouTube is really messed up tonight. We're not even in the retrograde till next Saturday. It's been glitching here. Well, at least we were able to get a message out, okay? So here we go. 18 to 30, this is your card. That is weird. 18 to 30. Welcome in, everybody. 18 to 30, delightful intimacy. What a weird, this is wild. Delightful intimacy, 10, the flowering of friendship. Delightful intimacy, 10, the flowering of friendship. Dang, I don't know how Jess can be so damn fast. All right, now, 31 to 50. Blessed assurance. Blessed assurance. No, you're not alone at all. Blessed assurance. Confidence conveys competence. Confidence conveys competence. All right. 51 to 70. Here we go. And members, get ready. 51 to 70. Redirect the fire. Redirect the fire. Transform anger into creative power. Okay. The last one, my age group, 71 all the way up to the oldest living person on earth, who is Ethel Caterham from the UK. I'm glad y'all didn't get kicked out saying the live had ended because I'm right here. Okay, one thing at a time. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. One thing at a time. Focus on a single purpose. I know, I hear you. I'm trying to do so many things at once so I can get out of here and get moved. One thing at a time. All right, so there we go. Now, members. I don't know how many members are in here tonight. Members, please wave. And remember, guys, I'll make it up to you after I get moved. We may end up having 2 members only lives when I get moved. So we have a lot of members in here tonight. Jess, do you want me to just go with what is here, or are you going to give me names? Because I can scroll back. Just waiting for instructions from the boss. There we go. Thanks, Jess. Raven. Raven, here we go. This is for you. Guys, you know, you mods know that you're the boss of me. Raven, an inner calling. There's an internal shift, and you are awakening to a greater sense of purpose. Vicky, you guys are the boss of me. You know who the real sergeant is, and that's Margie. Vicky. Wow, Jess is like, Margie's the sergeant, and like Jess is the vice sergeant. Vicky, strength, courage and fortitude, compassion and growth. Okay? You have all the strength you need, Vicky. All right. So that was for Vicky. Who's next? Chris MH. Here we go. These are the members, everyone. Chris MH. Wow. You also have the strength card. Courage and fortitude, compassion and growth. You have all the strength you need. All right. Katie Bug. Here we go. Katie Bug. Forward movement for you. Forward movement. Exciting energy. Lean into it. Welcome new opportunities. Welcome new opportunities, Katie. Nicole, here we go. Nicole. So far, the same two cards have popped up. There's an inner calling for you, Nicole. There's an internal shift happening, and you are awakening to a greater sense of purpose. Okay? Letty. Let's see. Letty. Calm surrender. Calm surrender. A pause. Find peace in letting go. A new perspective offers clarity. Calm surrender. All right, Scarlett. Manifestation. Manifestation, evidence, revelation, materializing into form. You are a huge manifester, and right now is perfect. All right, Ashley. Ashley. Whoa. This is a busy card tonight. You're also having an inner calling, an internal shift, an awakening to a greater sense of purpose. Okay? Any other members besides mods? Ashton, here we go. Ash, this one is for you. Wow, these are the two cards coming up tonight. What the heck? Strength. Ash, fortitude and what was it? Oh, courage and fortitude, compassion and growth. You have all the strength you need. Remember that. All right, Kathy, here we go. Kathy. Kathy. Family. Family. Love and connection. Home, roots, origins. Okay. Jess. Diva Jess, what do we got? What the heck? Y'all, there's two cards coming out for all the members. It's either this one or it's the other one. Just crazy. You're having an inner calling, an internal shift, and you are awakening to a greater sense of purpose. Wow. Did you guys notice there's two themes tonight? All right, let's see. Let's see what I got. I shuffle. I never look. I just pull the card up. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. Okay, mine is different. The veil. Unseen layer, facade, realm of perception. So, unseen layer, facade, realm of perception. So, there's a veil, and I'm supposed to move the veil and say, is that illusion or is that reality? Pretty interesting, huh? Well, you guys, I've been on for about an hour and we're having glitches. I'm going to pull a final card for all of us tonight, okay? I don't know where the glitches are happening. Please go check out my new videos. If I haven't uploaded the hello and the goodbye, I will do that when I hop off here. Welcome in, Kelda. We're just saying goodnight. I'm going to pull us all a final card to focus on for the coming weekend. Guess what it is? What is up, universe? We are all having an inner calling, an internal shift. We are all awakening to a greater sense of purpose. I shuffle the cards, I put them down, I never look. Woo! It is trying to tell us something. Well, I'm glad you joined us, Kelda. Hope you'll be back. I'm going to be back on Monday, 6 o'clock Pacific. Well, we're going to start doing time change. I'm going to have to start saying Arizona time. All of you people remember this. Not only be kind to others, but include yourself in the kindness. Okay? All right, everybody. Hopefully these glitches will clear up, okay? Thank you. And thank you, mods. You know how much I love and appreciate you.